My name is Yanel. I'm the founder and chief of peace at Peace Collective. So we're a lifestyle brand that enables Canadians to show pride in who they are and where they come from. And with every garment sold, 2 meals are provided to a Canadian child in need. So you can find us online at www.peace-collective.com. We have 2 brick and mortar stores, one in Ossington, one in Union Station. We're sold at about 20-25 retailers across the country. And so starting with this idea is very different from very young. So I went to school for biomedical science, so nothing at all related to this. But while I was in university, I knew that that wasn't my path and I wasn't passionate about it. So I came up with the idea for Peace Collective around showing pride in who you are, and I knew that was the cause I wanted to give back to. But it took me, I want to say 4 or 5 years after coming up with the idea. I went through the different jobs I've been through in my life and kind of just always worked at it on the side until I finally was able to take that jump and start it. So when I made my first shirt, it was literally just, I had it on a USB stick, I walked into a store on Prince Street and I printed one. That's all I did. And then people liked it, so I'm like, okay, I need to learn how to sell to more people. So then I figured out that Shopify was the best platform to use. So I did that for a while until it got to a point where I knew I had something legitimate, and I think that's what stops a lot of people from starting, is being worried about, like, how do I get to a point where I have a store? How do I sell to all these different places? So once I got to that point, it was really just about, like Mary said, finding a community. Like for us, it's connecting with Canadians that are chasing their passion, doing what they love, and are great at what they do. So we know that's kind of like the aspirational, like what we want to showcase, and we know who our target demographic is. And it's fairly niche, like we never tried to be international, and we knew what we were. So for us, it was just really aligning ourselves with Canadians and Canadian moments, and really focusing on community and making sure we got it in the hands of not just cool people with lots of followers, but people that were really passionate. So I feel like we have a very passionate community, and that kind of is what allowed the growth to accelerate. I think definitely overhead is like something you really need to figure out, and you really need to start thinking in a mode where like I need to leverage every square foot in the space to be doing something useful. And I think it's been a great learning experience. But I think what we did that we were successful in is we knew a lot of people don't succeed in brick and mortar, so you have to be super unique and different and try new things and make it more than a place where someone just come in and pick up a t-shirt. So one thing we did when we launched our first store is we started Peace Streets, which has done super well, and it's, I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, it's like really over-the-top milkshakes. So again, like the idea behind it was very simple. Like we wanted it to be a place that was super Instagrammable. It was a place where it's Friday night, I'm gonna go check out this new place. So it's just really curating that vibe and that environment and making sure it goes past just going and pick up a shirt. That combined with, we try to always have different types of events in the space. We did yoga classes for a while. We do a lot of different things all the time. So it has to be, for us, especially our flagship store, it's an extension of the brand. It's a place where we can do more community events, build a bigger community. It's a place where we can try out new things. And then our Union Station store is super specific because we didn't want to just open up any other store. It was an opportunity we have a lot of sports licenses, and it was an opportunity to get as close to the Canada Center as possible. So that's been super unique. So I don't know how much more brick and mortar we're going to do, but it has to be very, very unique and different. And it's not just going to be, every store will be different from one another.